Hey, how's it going, everyone? Once again, it's been a while since I did a video. Like I said, not a whole lot when it comes to Dragon Ball that's coming out until just probably these last couple weeks. But it's very slow getting it from these places like AliExpress. They take like 2 weeks from where I'm at for delivery to get to me. So yeah, that's a while. Um, but I'm definitely glad I'm back, and like I said, I appreciate everybody always supporting and um, you know just giving me those views whenever possible, whenever you guys can. So that's great. Um, we're gonna start off with this TK. I'm sorry, Black Hole Toy slash TK. They did like a combination, like a kind of like a team up. Apparently, the body is Black Hole Toys and the head sculpts are TK. For anybody that's familiar, I got this from AliExpress. I just had a good conversation with the people at the store there. They did so good with this one, and like I said, when it comes to AliExpress, sometimes the boxes come damaged. I keep the boxes, especially if they have a lot of accessories. So I like to get my boxes, as good as they can be, right? If possible, perfectly pristine, right? So I definitely gave them a good review. It's Ming Jun Animation Store. I hope I pronounced it right. I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to get it from there, because it actually got here in about a week and a half. I would say it's probably the fastest I've gotten a figure from AliExpress in a while. Number one, number two, it was packaged pretty well. I didn't get no damage on the box, and like I said, I love having boxes that are not damaged. When they're too damaged, I throw them away, and then I have nowhere to put the accessories unless I find the container or something. But I like keeping the boxes, and this one is really nice. So I wasn't gonna get this figure. It's a 3.0 Majin Vegeta with matte Super Saiyan hair. I was just not feeling it from everything I saw. The videos, the reviews on this guy didn't do it too much justice. A lot of videos weren't the greatest in quality. A lot of pictures weren't the greatest. Angles, etc. Until recently, like I saw some more, and then so a couple of the guys that I follow often, and I got to see it through theirs, and I was like, let me give it a shot. I feel like I need to get this. It's a 3.0 first of all for a Majin body. It's a little bit buffer than what we're used to, but for a Super Saiyan 2 version, which this is because it has the extra strands, which I love. Um, it fits. It's very fitting. He gets very buff, very roided out, so it's very fitting. I did end up ordering two of these already, just from the little bit I did see. I already liked it. I got this one, which is the dark training suit version, and I also got the light training suit version. So I got those two for sure. As far as my collection, I definitely wanted those. So let's crack this guy open and see what we got. Like I was saying, I was not gonna get this guy at all, right? But um, pictures, videos, and then I was discussing it with my brother Overhaul. Even he got convinced over time. We both were not really into this one, but like I said, over time, getting some more images, more content on this guy, it definitely grew on us. And I did open it up already just to make sure the QC is good or nothing's missing, in case I had to get apply for missing parts or whatever. Um, but yeah, everything is good so far. Everything was here. Everything's complete. So like I said, it's just sometimes you just gotta get it in hand and then see for yourself, right? So yeah, it comes with it actually comes with a decent amount of things. Four faceplates. I really love that it comes with the windswept hair. I'm a big fan of head sculpts, extra head sculpts. I feel like at this point, for the most part, Tamashii Nations is stingy with extra hair sculpts, except for the new stuff coming out. They are doing it now, so which is nice. But I think Vegeta is the last one left that doesn't have a whole lot of 3.0s except for the Diamond one, and then like the Beast Deities, which is really hard to get. I missed out. I also didn't really like the way it looks, so that's not something that's really put out there in a mass amount, right? So I definitely gave this a shot, and I like what I saw. So all right, so it does come with a cool effect piece. This one right here, I like the way it looks. It's reminiscent of the one from Tonsen, the Kid Buu one, right? These pieces do come off here if you wanted to just have the blast effect pegged into his hand, which is nice. I love options when it comes to blast effects, also as well as the ability to peg him into the hand. So that's nice. Love it. All right, and here he is. Um, I try to do my research as much as possible before I actually, whenever I get a figure, especially if I'm not really like that sure about it. I always try to watch a lot of videos. So the more that other content creators put it out there, the better for me, because I get to get an overall idea of what it looks like, what it potentially will feel like, and how it's gonna, the playability. So there you go. He looks really, really good out the box. Looks so damn good. Like I said, I hope it's coming through across on my camera. I'm trying to get that light on him real good. There you go. It looks really good. Love the matte hair. It's got that pale yellow Super Saiyan look. You got all the strands. The body, like I said, is a little bit buffer than the usual SH. Actually, let me get one real quick just to put it side by side. All right, just real quick so you guys can get a quick bit of reference with having these guys next to each other. There you go. So here we have this is the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Vegeta body, the original one, and then that's a demoniacal fit head sculpt on this body. I like the way this one looks. That's why I kind of like that, but definitely an SH body. But you can definitely see, right, that it looks definitely, he looks more muscular, legs, right? The arms definitely look um bigger, thicker, and just the overall shoulders, right? They definitely look like they reach longer. So, but as far as height, they're definitely the same height. Definitely the same height, so that's not a problem as far as scale. So that's cool. So, anyways, like I was saying, for about it was about $50, which for a 3.0, if anybody's paid attention, 3.0s are like pretty up there, especially when they come with a lot of accessories. I think the only one that's been pretty decently a retail price has been like the Gogeta from Demoniacal Fits, like $50. This guy was about $50, so that's nice. This one had a decent amount of accessories. And the DF Gogeta 3.0 also came with the NFX, so that was kind of cool. But other ones like OC Toys and then Tone Sin Cameo, those guys are like always gonna be like 80, shipping and tax pretty much. Let's not even go to Beast Deities. They've been pretty up there lately too with their 3.0. So yeah, definitely the price also caught my attention on this guy. But yeah, let me get the close-ups on here. Definitely looks good. And I usually have my Tonton Art Toys head sculpts for the Majin. For my Majin Saga, I have those two on like the regular training suit bodies. But I think these guys, for me, in my opinion, for my collection, will be the definitive um, buffed out Majin Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. So looks really good. And these head sculpts, the more I just swap them out and play with it, they just definitely grew on me over time. Let me clear that up so you guys can see the details. So yeah, looks great. There is the serious face, right? Also looks good too. Like I said, I love the way the hair looks. It's just got that pale Super Saiyan look. Looks nice. Then we have Sirius looking off to the side. Right? Looks good. There's the yelling faceplate. Also looks nice. Nice detail on the faces. Then we have this one here, which has a little bit of like sweat details on the face. I don't know if it'll come through. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me get closer. So yeah, he's kind of like smirking, laughing with sweat on his face. Yeah. And last but not least, we have the windswept hair with the last faceplate, which is the grinning one, looking kind of psychotic. Yeah, looks good. Love the windswept. All right, so we're gonna go through the articulation real quick. One thing I do notice about 3.0s nowadays is definitely some are better than others for sure. Sorry about that. Definitely some are better than others when it comes to the overall mobility of the figure. Like some might have little to no ab crunch, right? And some might have it a little bit better than others. The ab crunch on this one goes up to about that much. It's not a whole lot, but compared to some of the last ones lately, especially what's the last one I can remember? I think some of the Beast 80s ones were like that, were difficult with the ab crunch. So that's definitely good enough for me. That's good enough as long as the butterfly joints and the ankles and the hips move great. I'm good with that. So the neck looks up that much. Nice, it's a lot. Looks down that much. It's great. Torso movement is nice. Another thing I will say is, as far as QC issues, it looks like Black Hole Toys definitely got the hang of it with this one. Because I got the Scouter Vegeta one. That one had a little bit of looseness on some of the joints. But this guy feels all around nice and tight, and then there's no extreme tightness where you have to add any oil to it. At least not on this figure, not on my copy, and I haven't had to actually add any oil of any kind. And I did to the old Jiren one, so there's that. Definitely, as far as QC, it feels great, nice and tight, nice and smooth, but not so tight that you gotta add oil. So everything's great when it comes to that, and I love it when it comes like that. Elbows go up all the way, right? Double jointed. Make sure that's clear. But the real test is gonna be with the butterflies, like I said, for me personally. So they do look like they come out a decent significantly. You definitely gotta wiggle it out. Yeah, it feels like it definitely comes out more from this side as well if you keep moving it, but definitely butterfly joints feel great, smooth, and definitely extend outward nicely. So that's awesome. As far as the legs nice and smooth for sure. They actually go back that much. All right. And as far as kicking up, go about that much. Knees. And of course, I've been waiting for forever when it comes to Vegeta ankles is having an awesome ankle rocker. So that definitely, there you go. That definitely goes nicely. And it definitely tucks in from here into the leg to make it go downward. So definitely nice, feels great. I love it. 3.0 Majin Vegeta. Like I said, the QC is really making this so damn the QC control is making this so damn enjoyable right now. Just moving them, it just feels so good, nice and tight, not loose, not too tight, just right. And it just looks so damn good. And like I said, I was thinking of putting my Tones and Art Toys head sculpts on this, the ones that, the ones with the big hair, the ones I think most people have nowadays. But this head sculpt grew on me so much and looks so good too. I'm just gonna leave these guys like this, and man, it really does look that good. Like I said, for $50, I will put a link in the description for this store. I'm definitely glad. I pretty much randomly pick sometimes stores, that look like they have good reviews. I look for good reviews, or if they say something like 24-hour shipping, or sometimes I even message them to make sure that, to ensure that I get a box that's going to be, not damaged, or, just to ask how fast shipping is going to be. I do that. Sometimes I ask questions ahead of time to the vendors just to get an idea of how they operate, right? And I think for the most part, I'm definitely glad with this vendor. If you guys want to get it, like I said, it's Ming Jun. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Animation Store. I will put the link in the description. For about 50 bucks, I gotta say, in my opinion, for sure, I definitely recommend this. Don't sleep on it. It's a 3.0 Majin Vegeta. Two head sculpts, matte. They also got a metallic version of the hair. That's the one I got coming as well. It's a really great figure. You really can't go wrong. Everything feels great. I'm very happy with this figure and I love it. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think about this figure. Are you guys gonna get it? Is $50 too much, or is it? I think nowadays $50 for a third party is kind of like the equivalent of getting like a $35 SH retail release, right? General release, right? So as long as they keep that price up, I'm always gonna try these figures out a lot faster than the ones that are like 70 or 80, right? So, anyways, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments what you think. I will try to do I don't know if this guy swaps heads or not. I think he does. I'll try to do a head swap video with this body. Let me know who's interested in that. If not, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.